This video addresses a question related to how to show a previous relationship, a marriage or partnership relationship, to show multiple marriages and stepchildren. The first thing let's do, let's go over here to our help and indicate help topics, select index, and we want to show stepchildren. So let's see if stepchildren is shown here as a keyword. And it is not. So we think a little further about this. The stepchildren are the children of an individual who had a previous relationship that is now terminated, and these stepchildren are now associated with a new step-parent through the relationship with the previous parent. That's going to mean termination of a previous relationship, typically a divorce. So let's slide up and take a look at divorce. And we see under divorce that to place a divorce symbol over a family, use the separation, divorce, reconciliation tool. Well, we see the word tool. That indicates to us that it's going to be part of the tool pad. Tool pad's that group of buttons at the top left of your screen. Its separation, divorce, reconciliation tool is highlighted. That means we can drill down. So let's click on that one and slide down here, and we can read about separation, divorce, reconciliation tool. It says after selecting this tool, drop the mouse onto an empty space, then drag it onto the family bar and release it. By default, a separation symbol is created, but you can select an alternative symbol from the property pad after it has been created. And the property pad is the group of buttons that appears below the tool pad on the left, and it is specific to the figure that is highlighted in your genogram. Let's go ahead and do this. First, let's create a male figure. Then let's give that male figure a partner by placing our cursor below the male figure, depressing the left click button, holding it down, sliding the cursor up slightly until a partnership line is created with a female figure. We're satisfied with this as it is, so let's release it. Let's go ahead and create a second relationship with this individual. Let's place the cursor below the square figure representing the man. Let's depress the left click button, hold it down, slide it up. And if we want that figure with whom the relationship, the partnership is established to be male, we slide our cursor slightly to the left. If we want it to be female, slide our cursor slightly to the right and then release. We want this male to be related to two marriages or committed relationships, and so we'll have two females, one to the right and one to the left. Now let's use the separation, divorce, reconciliation tool. We go to our tool pad, we left click to select it. We bring our cursor as instructed into any location in the white space. We depress our left click button, slide it down and slide it up, and we, by default, see a single diagonal line, and we can see that that diagonal line is for separation. We could have children in this relationship, or with it being a separation, or it could be a divorce, but we're not even going to do children at this point in this relationship. We're going to come over here and we're going to divorce these two. Now what we see is this man married to this woman to the left. To the right, there's a woman to whom he was married earlier, previously, and is now divorced. The woman to the left was married previously also, and they had children. So let's take the figure button, let's depress the left click button below the woman to the left, his current wife. Let's slide the cursor up, avoiding the first vertical line until we automatically generate a relationship. And we see a circle for a female figure. Let's slide the cursor slightly to the left, and generate a male figure and release. Now, let's give this couple children. To create children, we place the cursor below the horizontal portion of the partnership line, depress the left click button, slide it up slowly until we automatically generate, in this case, a female figure. Release. Let's give that female figure a brother. We put our cursor below the horizontal portion of the partnership line. We depress, we hold that down, we slide it up until we see another female figure. We want this to be a brother, so we slide slightly to the left, which generates a square for a male. We're satisfied with that, we release. Now we want to divorce this man, this woman, the father of both of these children. And since these children are going to be the stepchildren of this existing marriage, then I like putting the divorce indication over here between the man and the children. So let's go to the Separation, Divorce, Reconciliation tool again. Left click, place the cursor below the horizontal portion of the relationship line. Slide up slowly until we automatically generate separation. Go over to our toolbar, change that to divorce. And now we have a man married to a woman. The man was previously married to a different woman. They're divorced. The woman to whom he's married now was previously married to a different man. They're divorced. There were 2 children from that relationship. They are now his stepchildren. It's possible that he may be interested in in adopting those children. To do that, we would place our cursor on the tool button for interactional pattern, left click, bring our cursor in the proximity of the individual who will be the adopted stepfather, or the adopted father, and is currently showing his stepfather. We depress the left click, we slide it down into the father, the stepfather, and then along until we pass it into the stepdaughter figure, we release, and then we use the property pad to modify the interactional relationship line to show adopted, and we do. Let's have him go ahead and adopt the other one as well. Place our cursor outside the father, depress, hold it down, slide until we reach the stepson, release, and then let's adopt the stepson. So now we have a man divorced from the woman to his immediate right, married to the woman to his immediate left, and stepfather and then adopted father of 2 children, a boy and a girl, from his current wife's previous marriage to a man to whom he is now divorced, to whom she is now divorced. And that describes that relationship.